Hey everybody, you're looking at a page I just typed up of some big things about YouTube that have happened within the past year or so. All I can say is I am not going to really, I'm going to try to control myself as best as I can, but this has been an ordeal that's been going on way too long with the site that you're watching this video from right now. That's right, YouTube. Let's have a look at this. This is a bulleted list I just printed out, just typed up, of some things that YouTube has done within the past year or so. Many of these things people have not really appreciated. And, see, a couple of days ago, they really just blew it. Big time. And I mean big time. So let me navigate to the Q Computer Company Facebook page. Oh no, not Google Plus page, but yeah, Facebook page. I got a little something to show you here. So anyway, it reads, has anyone been on YouTube within the past few hours? They really have dropped the bomb this time. Now you're practically required to have a Google Plus account just to post comments. That's because all commenting on YouTube is managed by, you guessed it, Google Plus. The comment section of YouTube is a freaking mess. So far from what I've seen, you cannot reply to already posted comments. This is something I do on a daily basis. All you can do is share your thoughts by posting a new comment, and then you have to uncheck also share on Google Plus, because you're wanting to post the comment to YouTube and only YouTube. Now, posting comments on YouTube is the equivalent of posting a comment to a Facebook post or photo. I thought YouTube was a video sharing site, not some stupid social network. Now, I do like social networks, just not Google social network. I don't recall Facebook forcing anybody with an email address to have a profile or page. Facebook earned its subscribers. It didn't force them on internet users. Google, I hope your Google Plus product is worth losing users to YouTube or other Google services, because that's what you're running the risk of happening. That's what happens when you force something people don't want into a given service. So anyways, just have a look at that. This is practically what happened on November 6th. Today is November 10th. And I can tell you, I was so upset when this happened. I didn't bother picking up the video camera because I didn't want to shoot video while I was really upset. And yeah, I probably sound a little upset right now because yeah, I am. I really am. It takes a lot to really, aggravate me or make me mad. And YouTube is getting to the point. Just think of the equivalent of, like, let's say this is somebody's shoulder. This is YouTube. Every time your shoulder's tapped, that's something else YouTube has changed. More nagging you to get a Google Plus page tied to your account. So that being said, let's go ahead and read through this list and let me explain some things in detail. I was planning on doing a video in the living room today in front of the TV, but the TV box was out of service because I had to fix a power supply. But, anyways, let's go ahead and read through this. Now, of course, the dates here are not 100% correct. I mean, these are just guesses off the top of my head from what I remember. So these dates may not be 100% accurate. But I remember in 2012, YouTube, 2011, 2012, YouTube had a pretty nice setup. At that time, they were allowing the partner program to almost anybody with a channel who had decent videos. I was accepted back in the summer of 2011. So it was pretty nice. You could actually start making money off your videos. You was able to monitor your earnings in AdSense. And when you was viewing video pages, when you was viewing channels full of videos, you had this at the bottom of the page. That's right. That's paged as numbered pages. And you clicked on a video, let's say if you was on page 6, and you clicked on a video on that page. When you click your back button, you return to page 6. You know, the geniuses over at YouTube decided to re-implement the load more or show more button on 2 channels. The load more button was on the channel video pages. The watch more button was on the comments. So you was getting a double whammy from this. So every time you went to watch somebody's video, on let's say after you clicked the load more button 15 times, and you went back, you had to click the load more button 15 more times to get back where you're just at. And later on, let's see, late 2012 or early 2013. For those who monetize their videos, let's say if you use some royalty-free music, such as Incompetech music from Kevin MacLeod. YouTube used to be, when you was uploading these kinds of videos to YouTube, you had, I think, 5 or 6 choices to choose from. You had to answer like 5 or 6 questions. Like, does this video contain music? Does it contain photos or artwork? Does it contain software, game tutorials, or visuals? I mean, you had to answer those kind of questions and then explain the reason to your questions below. I mean, practically it was required back then. And yeah, there was a little bit more work to do because you had to check a few more boxes and that kind of stuff. But in cases where you had, let's see, either royalty-free content that the author actually gave you rights to use in your video, you could tell YouTube this and share the license, that kind of stuff. And what they decided to do was simplify that by reducing all of that to just one checkbox. Say monetize this video. And if they couldn't determine your use rights, they emailed you. And basically, when you sent back your commercial use rights, your video got put on hold for monitoring for possible review, and sometimes this will take years. I had a video sit in that kind of position for like a year. Anyways, they made commercial use rights hard to prove in monetizing videos. And here's a big one for you partners out there. In April 1st, 2013, estimated earnings are no longer showing up in Google AdSense. When you log into Google AdSense and see estimated earnings, it says $0.00 every day from April 1st to now. $0.00. They wanted you to, they tried to force everybody over to what's called YouTube crapalytics. That's what they call it, because half the time it's about 3 to 6 days behind. And versus AdSense was like only a few minutes behind. That was very aggravating. And for those like me who have multiple channels, you had to go add up each channel individually. But there is another way to do that, and that is to go into Google AdSense, log in, click on the View Full Reports button, and then click on the Hosted AdSense for Content button, and you'll see the total earnings. Multiply those by 0.84. That would get your estimated earnings. Anyways, that being said, let's move on to the next thing. Now here is the one that started a downfall big time with YouTube. Well, actually not yet. This is, well, yeah, this is, you could consider this a big start of a big downfall. The one channel layout. Yes, in a way it's kind of better, but in other ways, no, it's not. For an example, if I can find this, I guess while I'm speaking with this video, I'll go ahead and try to look for it. But basically, I found an older screenshot of Q Computer Channel on the Internet Archive Wayback Machine, which you can go to web.archive.org to find this. Here is Q Computer Channel prior to the days that YouTube really started to go downhill. This was the good old YouTube channel layout. I don't know what it's really called, but it's the very nice layout, minus the load more button. This was a relatively nice layout. Now, of course, I can't show videos on this because it didn't do a screenshot of the videos tab, but you can see a general idea. This was from September 10th, 2012. This is way prior to the time YouTube's one channel layout was rolled out. Now, of course, they rolled it out in, I believe it was May though I'm not sure about the exact date or if it was actually in May. I went ahead and actually opted in a little bit earlier, and then I think I opted out. Can't remember exactly for sure. But of course, sometime later on, as usual, it got forced upon everybody with the YouTube account. So we all had to give up our full screen, photo backgrounds for, let's see. Oh yeah, this crappy layout. Oh, this is our full screen photo now. This little bitty spot. Yeah, if you're watching this from a connected TV, yeah, you actually get to see a full screen layout. But for most people who view YouTube from the computers, all we get is this. And here is the big thing that really started to irritate users and myself. It was called "Get a Better Name" on YouTube. They would show this pop up at least once a week at the time, and it would try to ask you to start using your full name on YouTube and import your avatar from Google Plus and all your information from Google Plus, and just tie your YouTube channel to it. Now, in my case, Q Computer Channel is not a channel just about me. That channel is Bike Geek MTDX. That's more my personal channel, just random stuff. But anyways, that being said, they started with the get a better name prompts, and they just never would seem to stop. I posted a video about that too, and it's received a lot of popularity. And guess what? YouTube didn't want to accept that for monetization. Get that. Anyways, let's continue on here. Of course, as I say, in summer 2013, those Google Plus name change boxes they just keep intensifying. They started switching over to where they would say, YouTube is updating your channel's account. And they'd have a tiny little X in the corner. Half time you wouldn't see it. You would just click next at the bottom and go and get linked into a Google Plus page that you didn't want. And summer 2013 started having issues with pages loading. When you click through pages on YouTube, let's say you're searching for something, and you click on a video and go to watch it. If you watch the very top of the page, right below your browser's toolbar, you'll see a red line shoot across. That's like a loading line, like a loading status bar of some kind. It's like YouTube has implemented some sort of, I don't know if it'd be JavaScript or something into the website's programming to make the pages load different. So let's say when you're searching for a video and you go back to the search results from watching a certain video, you have to reload the page to get all the thumbnails to show up below where you was just at. And that's just a few of the things. So anyways, let's keep on. Here's a good one. In fall 2013, watch page starts auto switching to share tab. Let's see if I can make it do it right now. Let me go disable the add-on that's supposed to stop that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's this one here. Let's go and disable that and then reload the page. Let's say many people are listening to the video and watching the description. They're reading the description, just reading along here. Let's see, get you a good focus here, just for the heck of it. Oh yeah, let's say we're down to about here now. Whoa, what happened? Oh, let's share this video. No, I don't want to share the video, thank you. Alright, let's keep reading. Let's see, later on, Google Plus boxes start showing up daily. This happened, I think, last week. Every single day. And this happened while I was typing a comment. It'll pop up saying, start using your full name on YouTube. And I say, I don't want to use my full name. Then it would show the update your channel name or something to comment. And then I have to click the almost invisible X. And then it would show 2 times. Okay, we'll ask you again later. Okay, we'll ask you again later. And for this month, now of course I believe this started in October, this right here, so I don't really know for sure. But Google Plus is now forced on YouTube users to supposed to comment. Just for an example here, Q Computer Channel is now linked to a Google Plus page I don't want. See, there's the bell. There's that bell that comes with Google Plus accounts. I click this down arrow. Oh yeah, there's YouTube and there's Google account. Go over here to Bike Geek MTDX. Oh yeah, that's the typical YouTube options that you would see. So BikeGeekMTDX has not been linked yet, but I'm going to have to link it when I decide to post a comment or reply to somebody's comment. So anyways, let me go ahead and just look at this video here. This is one of my videos on BikeGeekMTDX.
Today is November 2nd.
Go into the comments. Share your thoughts. Update your channel to comment. Let's say no thank you.
2013.
Let's say I want to share my thoughts. Can't do it. You have to have a Google Plus account to do that. I'll refresh the page. So now the Google Plus pop-ups are pretty much every time you refresh the page. Okay, we'll ask you again later. Okay, so anyways, that being said, you must have a Google Plus page tied to your YouTube account in order to post comments or reply to comments. So this one here, comment system is now broken. Now you saw my my post here about the new comment system. I've noticed that with newer comments that were posted after the change, I can reply to those, but ones prior, I cannot reply to. So let's say somebody posted a comment on November 5th. I can't reply to that now because the system got changed over. And just for some icing on the cake with the comment system, I noticed this, I think, once or twice a day. Okay, someone posted a comment to this video, asked me a question about the power supply here, and let's say I want to reply to this. Oh yeah, how am I supposed to do anything with this? This didn't even show up properly. Oh, there it goes. I had to click reply, and oh, now it shows up. So yeah, that's a fine example of YouTube's wonderful comment system now. Isn't it just wonderful? And pages don't always load properly. I've had some instances today and yesterday to where when I was browsing through videos, I would click another video in the recommended spot. The page loaded, but the same video from the last page was still playing. Now I'm not sure if this is a Firefox issue or what, but I didn't used to have this kind of trouble with YouTube. Here's a fine example of what I just mentioned about the page loading issues. Watch this. Notice the page loaded, but the video didn't change. I'll hit back. Notice it's still same thing. You can probably notice this little red bar goes across the top of the web page. It seems like prior to these days didn't have a kind of issue. Oh, it finally worked. And of course, here's something. Many users are angered over what a mess YouTube has become, including myself. The number of unused and unwanted Google Plus accounts has skyrocketed. Isn't that just wonderful? So just think about it. When you log into Facebook, most of those Facebook accounts or profiles you see are usually actively used. They were intended to be created. Unlike Google Plus, for example, let's say my mom or my grandpa, or let's say my friend David, they have Gmail accounts, and somehow or another they end up with Google Plus accounts. Didn't even know it. They had no idea they had Google Plus accounts, but somehow they ended up with them. So yeah, Google, you can just inflate your Google Plus all you want to, but there's going to be many people, I can tell you right now that most of those accounts are pretty much not even being used. So why waste your time? So anyways, trying to think of anything else I can mention right off the bat. You guys could easily post a comment about this and add in things you've noticed about YouTube. Now, of course, remember to abide by my comment policy. No swearing, no bad language, because I do not want to disable comments on this video, or otherwise I'll have to. But anyways, this is the horrible state of YouTube. YouTube is circling the toilet as we speak. Thanks for watching, everybody.